So retirement planning should be easy, right? Just use the 4% rule and adjust for inflation every year, and that'll give you a 30-year retirement. Well, for many of us, that's really not going to be reality. Or we may have to work till we're 85 to achieve 4%. So what you need to understand is that retirement spending is not linear. It's not the same all the way through retirement. And if you're watching videos like this, you probably heard these terms, which are the go-go years, which I consider anywhere from 60 to about 72, 75. The slow go years from 75 to 85. Again, these are my estimates. And from 85 and beyond are the no-go years. And your spending changes as you go through these stages in retirement. Now, as we go through this, remember, none of this is financial advice. All right, you need to go ahead and seek out a fee-only fiduciary financial advisor to help you through this journey. And that's what I'm doing in this video, is kind of giving you an outline of what you may want to take a look at. So first, let's talk about the go-go years. So that's what I'm in right now. I'm 61 and we're going to do a ton of traveling. We've already done some traveling. I'm only 2 months into this and it's just been a blast so far. Well, one of our expenses is we went ahead and bought a car that we could travel in comfortably. Of course, just the travel itself is rather expensive, but you've also got things, your hobbies. I'm into YouTubing, I'm into fishing, I'm into golfing. And with that, I've got some new equipment I needed to purchase. Well, I did go ahead and foresee that and bought a lot of camera equipment. Got my golf clubs the way I wanted them, although I did get a new driver from my kids. That was great. I've already purchased my boat, my fish finding equipment for my other YouTube channel, which is Double T Fishing. And I go over a lot of things fishing and a lot of things sonar on that channel. But anyway, I anticipated a lot of that while I was working and got a lot of that equipment purchased and built up a nest egg for traveling. So we've been spending quite a bit in the past few years getting ready for retirement. But now we got to spend that money. And luckily we have it to spend, so we're out having a pretty good time right now. And we'll see how the market reacts and how the sequence of returns helps us out or hinders our travel plans. And if you haven't heard of sequence of returns, basically your first few years of retirement, the money that you make on your money in the stock market or however you're invested makes a big determination on what your later years are in retirement. You can get hurt pretty badly on sequence of returns the first few years. So when you get a little older and you get into your slow go years, hopefully your health is still holding in there pretty good. But you've already purchased a lot of your equipment, your motorhome, your things like that. That's already been purchased. You're not going to do as much traveling because you've worked a lot of those things off of your bucket list already. And you're really wanting to spend more time with friends, family, and probably some local activities. You know, your local social activities down at the bridge club or whatever you may do. So generally your spending in your slow go years is going to drop down. And it kind of, when you get all done, it's supposed to kind of look like a smile where you have higher spending, then lower spending, and then it gets higher again. So why does it get higher in the no-go years? Well, your no-go years are where you're probably going to need more help with health care. You may need long-term health care. You may need to go into assisted living and things like that, which are going to drive your expenses up considerably. All right, so to figure all this out, you can do like I tried to. I thought I was pretty smart, and I buried myself down. I don't have a basement, but I buried myself in my office, and I put together some spreadsheets, and it didn't take me long to figure out that spreadsheets are not going to get you where you want to be. There's good software out there, a couple of them. The one I would recommend is called New Retirement. It's free, and you can go ahead and get the free version of the New Retirement, and it'll get you to a certain point. But if you want to get to where you're actually taking a look at different scenarios and the smile and the go-go and no-go years, it's about $120 a year. I'm not affiliated with New Retirement. I just really like their product, and it was very helpful because it let me go ahead and adjust my spending throughout those different years. And the other thing it can do is it can help out with things like, when do I want to take Social Security? Okay, that's a big one. I've got a plan right now, but depending on the sequence of returns, which we talked about earlier, I may be taking it a little earlier, or if I don't get hit bad, I may take them later, or vice versa. I have a good financial advisor, and we'll discuss that. Other things that can help you out with are pensions. You know, because a lot of pensions have, you can either take a lump sum payout or you can take a monthly payment. So that's another scenario that you may need to run. Would you like to buy an annuity? A lot of people feel comfortable with an annuity. For me, it didn't work out well for my financial plan, but again, that's something to talk to your financial advisor about. And I would go ahead and interview a couple of financial advisors, at least 2, maybe 3, because it's a good investment. And these guys are willing to talk to you, and they're willing to, you know, kind of lay out for you what they think your best option might be. And then when you select the one that you want to go with, then you can go ahead and have a detailed plan built just for you. So it is pretty important when you start down this journey that you feel confident with your spending. And some years may be more confident than others, but anyway, you should have confidence in your plan. And I hope this video's helped you out, and go ahead and watch this video next.